She looks good, bud. Hey? First, where's the money?
Okay, let's see how she starts cold. Dad, so we'll just save that paint for the machine and we'll paint all the handles black.
You're gonna have to get in, start it up, and lift this thing up.
Okay. All done. Well, we ran out of paint, so that's when it sort of finished. We used 2 gallons. It kind of did most of it. We probably could have used another gallon for sure, right? Maybe even 4 gallons to really put a solid coat on. But it was blowing pretty hard outside, so I'm sure we sort of blasted a gallon all over the ground. But it is what it is. We're done. We don't want to put too much money into the paint job on it, but the important stuff has been done. You know, we got rid of all that rust. I wish we could have got some video of the sandblasting process, but it was pretty heinous and it was a pretty nasty day. We just let the guy do his thing. But she's pretty clean now, man. Looks great. It's too yellow, so we need some HYUNDAI stickers for this. Anybody online, anybody you know maybe that can print me out some stickers, let me know. There's HYUNDAI for there, and then there's another one that goes along the back. It says HYUNDAI 730-3 or something. I have to try to figure out how to get that printed out. I was worried about the rims. They were really pitted quite badly, but they blasted out all right and they held together. That epoxy paint is really the way to go. You know, you can sort of tell where we just did the quick patching kind of a dealio. I just blasted it on there, and you know, we'll seal up the windows really well. Didn't go too nuts. It's a patch on it. That was good enough for us. Patch sealed outside. We need to put the handle back on here. These are all back together. I'm gonna take this stuff off because it's kind of, when things catch fire, that old oil soaked stuff goes up pretty well. When I was doing the welding, that started catching fire as well. I need to get in here and change out the lift pump on it. I just noticed that it's leaking. So that might be an issue when we're trying to start after it's been sitting for a while now. Got to put the glass back on. Got the glass guy coming in. I'm not too worried about this. We could do this ourselves, but it's that front windshield that's got the sealant in between the 3 pieces. That I'm not really, that confident about. I wouldn't mess with that. It's not my gig. What else do we have to do, Kai? Gotta hook up the lights. Do the last little bit of light stuff on it. Make sure all those are working. Most of those backlights work?
Yeah.
Nice. They work. Other than that, I think she's good to go. Then we have to bring it to my buddy, and he has to mount a plow on the front of it. But even check out how clean the bucket came. Well, we got the tires fixed too. They were all flat, remember? Got those patched up. There was some kind of an inner seal that went on them. I don't even know what the heck was in those types of tires. But there's no tube. They're tubeless, of course. But yeah, look how good the bucket came out. J730. 08 zeros.
I can see well through the camera here, actually.
Yeah, I don't know what that says. Is that
98, 08, 06,
98.
14.
Okay, so that makes sense. The loader's a 98. So just put everything back together. That's what we need to do, and then clean up the inside a little bit. Stickers on it would be pretty cool, and then rust proof it. Rust proof the whole thing. Got the rust check. Gonna put that on it. That should do a pretty decent job. You know, it's the things like these seams that I get worried about. So we'll blast it in there, and that's where the sort of the salt and the moisture got into it. So we'll just cover the whole thing in rust preventer, corrosion inhibitor. A couple more things to do. Paint up the handles. We'll just paint these black. Little cylinder protector on the front. It's got to be done. We'll just hit that right now, actually. And that's it. We can get her out to the property. Start cleaning up the roads, getting it ready for winter. Right? That's the main thing. But stay tuned. Once this is out of the shop, then we're going to start tuning up the Elans and all the sleds for the season. This has kind of been the priority because snow's coming, and if I can't get into my property, then I'm not doing it. But we were out checking some traps the other day. Ice is starting to form. Lots of beavers in the bush. Lots of stuff to do up in the bush. We got a deer this year. That was pretty good. Some food. We finished off all our deer from last year and the bear that we got. So, we're eating a lot of wild game, which is awesome. The ducks and the geese and the rabbits that we got, we don't let any of that go to waste. That looks pretty good, right? Looks really good. Better than when we got it. Years of abuse. But, that's the life of industrial kind of equipment. The only thing that doesn't work on this is the parking brake. And I know that they disconnected it because they couldn't get it working. The main brakes work no problem. I think the air was down, or the nitrogen. I think it's nitrogen in the accumulators on this. I'm not really sure. I'm going to sort of look into it and see if I can figure out what went down.
I just see that thing right there.
What's that?
That thing that a bolt goes through.
Right here?
Yeah. That's the tranny fluid.
That's the tranny fluid. Yeah. But everything seems to be working on it. It's going to be fun, isn't it? All right. Let's clean up this mess and start getting stuff together. Let's do.